lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now a handoff to Miller. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
But no second guess.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And he's able to get it out of there. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And a look now at Lamar Miller. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. They'll run it again with Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's a give to Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Miller running right. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay this. Same. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they try the right side here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling your defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. They go again with McGuire. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Again, it's Crowell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To Crowell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Jets on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best. Defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds. On the other side of midfield across the 45.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And now running right through him. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw is RG3. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. This is Miller, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Fourth down. Here's RG3. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He'll drop to throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Now Griffin. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what... they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll run with Miller, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Miller. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He needed 2, but he doesn't come in. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Minneapolis. It's been back and forth, but the Chiefs have now taken the lead. Patrick Mahomes. Good game throwing the ball, over 300 passing yards. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bernardrick McKinney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. Complete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain. So they'd converted their first 2 4th-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.